Tom Jones, the Welsh singer with a voice powerful enough to melt hearts and shake roofs, rose from humble roots to international fame. His life seemed full of luck, but behind that charm were broken promises, fleeting romances, and deep personal losses. With over 100 million records sold, he was loved by women across the world. His affairs made headlines, including a connection with a former Miss World and a secret son he never publicly acknowledged. In his later years, a heartbreaking loss made him question whether his fame and wealth brought true happiness. His story is one of talent shadowed by regrets. Watch until the end to hear the full, untold story of Tom Jones. Born in the heart of Wales, Tom's real name was Thomas John Woodward. He was born on June 7, 1940, at 57 Kingsland Terrace in Treforest. His mother, Frida Jones, and his father, Thomas Woodward, worked as a coal miner. His heritage was mainly English, with a dash of Welsh from his mother's side. From a young age, singing became his escape. It echoed through family gatherings, weddings, and school halls. He attended Wood Road Infant School, Wood Road Junior School, and later Pontypridd Central Secondary Modern School. Despite his growing talent, life was not always easy. When he was 12 in 1952, tuberculosis struck him. It confined him to bed for 2 long years. It was a time filled with fear and loneliness. Even during his sickness, music stayed close to him. He listened to the radio every day. The songs seeped into his soul, giving him hope. Music became his best friend during those difficult months. As his health improved, his determination grew stronger. Inspired by the sounds that had kept him going, he kept dreaming of a future in music. He took on the stage name Tom Jones, but his journey wasn't straightforward. People expected him to follow his father's path, which made it harder to chase his dreams. To support himself, he took various low-paying jobs, working in construction and at a glove factory. These jobs felt worlds apart from the stage he imagined. Yet, things changed when he led a local band called Tommy Scott and the Senators. His voice started to stand out, rising above the clutter of working men's clubs. That raw, powerful baritone grew into a force that couldn't be ignored, even if he didn't realize its full strength yet. In 1963, fate stepped in. Manager Gordon Mills saw potential behind the rough exterior. He believed a new era was coming, one with bright lights, loud crowds, and devoted fans. Mills decided to rebrand him as Tom Jones, a name with a touch of Hollywood glamour that suited his powerhouse voice. Securing a record deal with Decca Records in 1964 seemed like the big break. His first single, Chill and Fever, failed to make a splash. However, pirate radio stations in the UK started playing his second song, It's Not Unusual. By early 1965, the song was everywhere. It hit #1 in the UK and made the US top 10. This marked Tom Jones's entry as a major star in the British invasion. Hollywood soon came calling. Jones started singing theme songs for big movies. His first was the 1965 James Bond film Thunderball. He also lent his voice to the song What's New Pussycat, released that same year. Winning a Grammy for Best New Artist in 1966 topped off a remarkable year. Even Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, took notice. Their first meeting in 1965 on the set of a film started a long friendship. As the 1960s went on, the initial hype faded some. Gordon Mills saw the need to change Tom's image. He helped transform him from a raw R&B singer into a stylish performer. Songs like I'll Never Fall in Love Again and I'm Coming Home kept him in the UK charts.
I never get tired.
His hit Delilah in 1968 became a classic. These hits helped him stay relevant as music styles changed fast. Vegas became his new home. His first show at the Flamingo Hotel in 1967 was a hit. He left behind simple suits for more flashy clothes, open shirts, tight trousers, and sex appeal. Vegas loved him, and he kept coming back through 2011. His booming voice filled those glittering casinos year after year. Fame also took him to TV. From 1969 to 1971, he hosted The Tom Jones Show. It was a big hit on both sides of the Atlantic. His fame grew quickly, making him a household name, and his popularity worldwide soared. This success earned him a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor in 1970. He also starred in a second, shorter-lived TV show called Tom Jones, which aired from 1980 to 1981. Unfortunately, both shows led to messy legal battles with production companies over unpaid royalties. These disputes dragged on for years, adding a hidden cost to his time in the spotlight. The 1970s were a mixed time for the Welsh star. He toured constantly with groups like Quiet Elegance and The Blossoms, still producing hits like She's a Lady and Say You'll Stay Until Tomorrow. But as music tastes changed, his popularity started to fade. Still, he proved he could adapt, scoring a big country hit in the U.S. with Say You'll Stay Until Tomorrow in 1976. He also tested the waters in television, starring alongside Jennifer O'Neill in the 1972 London Bridge special. His bigger plans, like playing a CIA assassin in the 1976 film Yaka Wald, fell through because of money issues. His first real acting role came in 1979 with Pleasure Cove, a show that didn't last. From guest spots on shows like Fantasy Island to singing with stars like Raquel Welch, he never hesitated on camera. In the early 1980s, he shifted into country music and found some success. But that did not mean big wins in the UK. A turning point came in 1986, when his longtime manager and mentor, Gordon Mills, died. His son Mark took over and helped him back on track. A surprise comeback came in 1987 with a hit called A Boy From Nowhere. The next year, his bold cover of Prince's Kiss, made with Art of Noise, took off in the UK and the US. The music video on MTV brought him new young fans and earned him an MTV Video Music Award for Breakthrough Video. His fame opened many doors. He got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and joined musical icons like Van Morrison. All of this helped make him a lasting part of pop culture. He made appearances at major events like the Glastonbury Festival and wasn't shy about showing his playful side. He guest-starred on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1993 and appeared on The Simpsons in 1992. His ability to adapt showed when he signed with InScope Records in 1993 and hit the charts with If I Only Knew. The next year, he hosted the MTV Europe Music Awards, proving his charisma extended beyond just singing. In 1997, he delivered a memorable performance in The Full Monty, singing a sultry version of You Can Leave Your Hat On. His 1999 album, Reload, was a huge hit, featuring collaborations with artists like The Cardigans and Robbie Williams. It reached #1 in the UK, and the single Sex Bomb reminded fans he still had his signature swagger. As the new century began, Tom Jones entered it with energy. He performed for President Bill Clinton at a lively New Year's Eve party in Washington, D.C. His powerful voice even found a place in sports when he recorded an energetic song to promote Australia's rugby league. The industry recognized him with awards like Brit Awards for Best British Male and a special recognition for his contribution to music. Though he had many successes, he kept trying new things. In 2002, he released Mr. Jones, working with innovative producer Moulef Jean. This move showed he was still eager to grow after decades in the music world. When VH1 Divas called in 2004, he shared the stage with star singers like Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. Despite traveling around the world, he still remembered his Welsh roots. In 2005, he performed in his hometown of Pontypridd in a big concert, the first time he played there in over 40 years. Wales was proud of him, and the BBC called him its richest entertainer. That same year, he worked with other legends like Australian singer John Farnham. The top honor came in 2006, when Queen Elizabeth II made him a knight. Now, Sir Tom Jones, he kept working hard. In 2007, he performed with Joss Stone and Aerosmith's Joe Perry at the concert for Princess Diana. A lifelong boxing fan, his music was played during some big boxing matches. This helped keep him known for exciting events. His later albums, like 24 Hours, kept him busy. His schedule of shows was so full, it made many younger artists look slow. With each award and every live show, it was clear Tom Jones still had the fire. The new decade brought a fresh sound. His 2010 album, Praise and Blame, was full of blues and gospel songs. It showed his voice still had power. The album included songs by legends like Bob Dylan and John Lee Hooker. Hooker got a new boost with guest stars like Booker T. But the music industry wasn't instantly supportive. Leaked emails showed label boss David Sharp expressing strong disapproval, calling the project a sick joke. Tom Jones was furious over the betrayal. His anger fueled his fierce performance of Burning Hell on Friday's show with Jonathan Ross. The album debuting at #2 on the UK charts proved his critics wrong. By then, he had sold over 100 million records, showing his lasting appeal. His presence in the music scene was still powerful. In 2010, he performed at the Help for Heroes charity event at Twickenham Stadium, drawing a huge crowd. He also made an impact on the late-night show with David Letterman, a collaboration that matched his style. He even lent his voice to Hugh Laure's blues debut album and appeared in Laure's TV series Perspectives. In 2011, he took the stage on American Idol, sharing it with new talent. Jack White, the former White Stripes frontman, teamed with Jones in 2012 on the song Evil. The limited edition vinyl release paid tribute to Spiller's Records, a shop he loved as a boy in Cardiff. It was also the oldest record store in the world. The 2010s brought him back into the spotlight as a coach on The Voice UK, with Jones mentoring him. Leanne Mitchell won the first season, but his time on the show was a wild ride. Despite his success, his contract wasn't renewed in 2015. BBC executives handed him the news with just a day's notice. The sudden end seemed to come out of nowhere. Jones was shocked and annoyed. He publicly shared his disappointment. He was upset about how little respect or communication he got from BBC bosses. Instead of talking to him first, they just told him he was out. He felt the way they handled it was cold. He understands that shows can change, but he wanted some respect. He also thought there should have been better talk. On social media, he praised the hard-working team and talented contestants. His support went beyond just protecting his own spot. At the end, he said a bittersweet goodbye, wishing The Voice UK well. Even with his sudden exit, fans were likely upset to see him go. Tom brought a fresh point of view to the judging panel. His decades of experience and real musical talent gave him a different kind of mentorship from the others. Yet, he still kept the album's spirit alive in the room, sharing interpretations of songs by legends like Paul McCartney and Leonard Cohen. He even tried acting, appearing in the special drama King of the Teds. That same year, he also performed Delilah in front of Buckingham Palace during the Queen's Diamond Jubilee concert, showing he was still a symbol of fame. Festivals knew his powerful voice well, with appearances at V Festival and BBC Radio 2's live show in Hyde Park. He even surprised some by opening for Morrissey at a 2014 show in the US. That year, he also performed at the Australian Football League's Grand Final with Ed Sheeran by his side. His 2015 album Trilogy came after finishing his autobiography and was linked to his life story. Producers like Ethan Johns helped him revive songs by the Rolling Stones and Hank Williams. He remained a mainstay on BBC's Children in Need and ended 2015 with a duet with Paul Weller on Jools Holland's Hootenanny. The Voice UK brought him back in 2017 as a coach, followed by a big summer tour in 2018. Bad weather and illness caused some cancellations, but he kept appearing at Jools Holland's show. He also collaborated with Jools Holland and rising star Celeste. In 2021, he released Surrounded by Time, a new album full of well-chosen covers. His emotional performance of I Won't Crumble, dedicated to his late wife, hit #1 on iTunes in 2022. The song became a touching song about love and loss. Tom Jones, the famous ladies' man, had one secret weapon: the constant support of his childhood sweetheart, Linda. Their story started in Wales, where they grew up just 200 yards apart. They met at age 12, dating by age 14. They often timed errands just to see each other. Their teenage love earned them a quick wedding when Linda got pregnant. On March 2nd, 1957, Tommy Woodward and Linda Trenchard tied the knot at the Pontypridd Registry Office. Both were only 16. Soon after, they had their son Mark, making their young family complete. Linda, then working as a drapery shop assistant, saw the star in her husband early on. She always supported him, urging him to follow his dreams. He led a band called Tommy Scott and the Senators. The name changed to Tom Jones after a popular movie. But Linda's faith in him never faded, no matter what obstacles they faced. Tom Jones struggled with the temptations of fame. He admitted to having many affairs during his busiest years, some with other stars, which caused big issues in his marriage. One affair with Mary Wilson from the Supremes lasted 2 years and started in 1968 during a U.S. tour. Linda, his wife, became suspicious when she learned Mary had flown to the UK to see Tom while he was performing in Bournemouth. Their secret relationship wasn't always easy. Rumor has it that Mary narrowly escaped from Tom's apartment just before an angry Linda arrived to confront him. Surprisingly, Linda eventually befriended Mary, welcoming her into the family. Mary even knew their son, Mark. Tom and Mary stayed close friends until her death in 2021. Becoming a father was a big change for Tom at just 16. When his son Mark was born, he says he became a man instantly. The responsibility made him more determined to succeed. Tom and Mark are more like brothers because of their close age and shared experiences. In 1986, Mark took on the role of manager, and that proved to be a turning point. Mark knew his father's talent and ambitions well. He wanted to help Tom shed the tuxedo singer image and reach more fans. Tom says Mark understands what's in his heart, creating a strong bond between them. There are rumors that Mark, only 3 years older than Tom's ex-girlfriend, Charlotte Laws, helped find women for his father. These claims are serious and unconfirmed, but they add a darker side to their story. Tom's net worth is now around $300 million. Still, he didn't always have financial security. In 1974, high taxes in the UK forced him to move his family to the US to pay less tax. They settled in Los Angeles in a large mansion in the Eastgate B area. The house wasn't just any home. Women for his father. These claims are serious and unconfirmed, but they add a darker side to their story. Tom's net worth is now around $300 million. Still, he didn't always have financial security. In 1974, high taxes in the UK forced him to move his family to the US to pay less tax. They settled in Los Angeles in a large mansion in the Eastgate B area. The house wasn't just any home. It used to belong to Dean Martin, a Hollywood legend. Their new life had a bit of Hollywood history. They reportedly paid $500,000 for the property back in 1976.
I never get tired.
That was a large sum at the time, but it's tiny compared to what Nicolas Cage paid for it in 1998, $6.469 million. Despite the sun shining and the beautiful mansion, Linda, Tom's wife, never fully felt at home in the U.S. Part of her always longed for their homeland. Sadly, her health issues kept them from returning while she was alive. In her last days, she made Tom promise to honor their dream of moving back to London someday. They also owned a large villa, over 8,100 square feet, in the Mahond Estates neighborhood. After Linda died, they sold that property, along with an adjacent lot, for a total of $1.28 million. Tom decided to sell and moved into an apartment in London, a place that felt more familiar and comforting. His friendship with Elvis Presley was one of the most important parts of Tom's life. They first met on the set of Paradise Hawaiian Style in 1965 and quickly hit it off. Their bond ran deep, and they often spent nights singing together in Presley's legendary Vegas suite. The respect between them was mutual. Elvis was actually inspired by Tom's energetic live shows. After seeing one, Elvis told him it rekindled his desire to perform live again. It was Tom who helped bring Elvis's magic back to the stage. Their friendship went beyond work. They hung out at each other's homes and enjoyed shows by other artists. They just liked being with each other. Years later, Tom shared a story that showed how much Elvis valued another rock star. After hearing Chuck Berry perform, Elvis looked at Tom and said, "Berry was the true king of rock and roll. It was the highest compliment one legend could give to another." Tom still celebrates his iconic friendships in his concerts. He often performs songs like Great Balls of Fire and Johnny B. Good, paying tribute to rock and roll's greats like Elvis and Chuck Berry. Sadly, Elvis's sudden death in 1977 ended their friendship. In 2017, a new chapter began in the life of Welsh singer Tom Jones. He started a relationship with Priscilla Presley, Elvis's former wife. The news shocked many, as both are giants in their own eras. Priscilla's achievements go far beyond her marriage. She is a talented actress and a savvy businesswoman. Her successful perfume line proves she still commands influence and interest. Their shared love for music and entertainment created a bond. Despite being 4 years apart, Tom is 84 and Priscilla is 78. They found common ground. Their connection grew stronger, evident in how they often appear together. They walk red carpets and attend events side by side. Their smiles and body language show genuine affection. Supporting each other's careers is clearly important to them. They frequently attend each other's performances, displaying strong devotion. Their family's approval also plays a role. Tom's son, Mark Woodward, expressed happiness for his father. He said the relationship with Priscilla brings more joy and support to his life. The family's blessing helps prevent any tension, letting the couple focus on building their bond. In 2024, Tom and Priscilla prefer to enjoy their time together. They seem content to take things slow, not rushing into major milestones. They want to savor moments and create memories daily. This easygoing attitude, common in their high-profile lives, helps keep their relationship healthy. Last November, Tom caused concern during a performance on The Voice. His face showed a worried mark, sparking online concerns and calls for him to see a doctor. Always professional, Tom stayed focused on his show. Later, he used social media to reassure fans. He shared a video of his duet, hinting he was aware of the concern. It's likely he's taking steps to stay healthy. Heart issues are not new to Tom. He has spoken openly about aging and health challenges, including 2 hip replacements. Those surgeries were necessary, not optional. He struggled to finish performances before his first surgery. To keep performing, Tom made big lifestyle changes. He lost a lot of weight because excess pounds strained his body. At his heaviest, he couldn't fit into his stage clothes. That was a wake-up call for him. Though he faces some health challenges, Tom keeps things private about personal details. The exact cause of the mark on The Voice has never been confirmed. Fans can rest easy, knowing he's active and taking care of his health. He schedules surgeries between tours and adjusts his habits to stay fit. At 83, Tom is still living his best life. If you enjoyed this look at his journey, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated.